Hello again, welcome back for another daily Binding of Isaac Repentance. It is May 25th, 2023. It's another daily today. I didn't do any Isaac stuff yesterday because I've been just so busy. I've been pretty busy today too, and tomorrow's going to be busy as well, but I'm going to try to maybe squeeze a couple of other Isaac's recordings in and get those uploaded. It's going to be like July and the backlog stuff at this point. But it's fine, it's fine. I just finished tonight the Order of the Phoenix book. Decided to read a little bit more just to finish it off because I knew I was on the last chapter, and yep, or close to the last chapter, and I was like, okay, might as well just go and finish it, and I did. There you go, I did it. All that, holy shit. That was a long fucking book. I mean, I read stuff like just as long as that before, but like I think I put a little bit more time with something about that length a couple of years ago. But no, it's just I'm done with that book. It's the longest book out of the series. It's done. Next book is like shorter than Deathly Hollows by like several chapters, I think. So yeah, something like that, right? Yeah, I mean, I looked it up earlier. Oh, you should have took that. You should have took that with you. People took advantage of it, and you didn't. You didn't recognize that it was going to help you, Sonny. So yeah. So kind of spoilers out there for this Harry Potter stuff, I guess. I mean, I guess I've never really been saying spoilers throughout this whole thing with Harry Potter about reading it and whatever. But yeah, Creature, I mean, I'm just going to go, I guess, anyways. Creature, you know, betrayed everybody, it turned out. By like saying like, oh yeah, Sirius is not here, but he like injured Buckbeak in order for Sirius to be like away from the fireplace in case Harry was gonna come back and look for Sirius, and lied that he was at the Ministry of Magic fighting or whatever. Which I think Creature was probably, well, I think Creature was probably working with Beatrix or something, which is like related to Sirius Black and stuff. I couldn't quite catch the details. It looked like as though, or maybe Beatrix wasn't there. Maybe it was just him throwing BS around too. I don't know, but like. I guess Voldemort creates some kind of a false memory, evidently, about Sirius Black being attacked by Voldemort. Which it tricked him. It's like, okay, it tricked him, but like, how? It didn't really give much of an explanation. How did he trick him through those memories? Because the last memory was like correct with what's his name being there, being attacked. Of course, I guess the thing about it, I guess, is Voldemort didn't know until at some point that his thoughts are being intruded, so he took advantage of that in controlling Harry. So I think at that point, probably created some kind of illusion that Sirius was getting, like, attacked, I suppose. Another thing, too, about... which was definitely not in the movie that I recall seeing. Like, one huge thing they left out. By the way, that thing I just killed right here reminded me like of like Frito-Lay Flaming Hot chips. Swear to God, like it kind of reminded me of like the Frito-Lay Flaming Hot Lay's chips that I seen the other day at the store. That's what it reminded me of. Burning and everything in that color. No, anyways, as I was saying, yeah, one thing major thing they left out, and they never explained it in the movie, was that the Dementors that were attacking Harry in the beginning, turns out were sent by Umbridge. It's like, oh, that's funny, because that, like, was not in the movie. Oh, baby. I mean, there was no, like, reference of it in the movie at all, any hint. Because I actually went back to see about the ending of Order of the Phoenix, just to see how much it was different. They took out the scene with the mirror thing, it looked like, unless they put that in some other part of this scene that wasn't included on the clip. And then what else? They went to well, they had a kind of a compilation scene of showing these different article titles of ministry things. One of them saying like there was a ministry investigation with Dolores Umbridge, which that wasn't in the book. She was like in the hospital wing, and then she just kind of escaped mysteriously, like left. Nobody know where she ran off. Well, no, somebody seen her, and Peeves was chasing after her, evidently, scaring her away. Like there was some kind of Matilda thing going on. But no, like the compilation was just like, oh yeah, all this is going on, you know, and then it said like Umbridge is under investigation or whatever, pending, you know, investigation stuff, which is interesting because there was no reference that I recall of seeing that ever in the book. So yeah, like obviously a lot of changes from the book to the movie. Instead of like Harry Potter like throwing a bunch of Dumbledore stuff around in the office and screaming, like I didn't see that with the scene that was cut down significantly with in the movie, which it makes sense that it was cut down. There's a lot of dialogue with Dumbledore kind of breaking everything down, basically just things we already knew. Oh yeah, and when you were taking on Voldemort, the Sorcerer's Stone in your first year, you know, it wasn't the right time. And when you did this wasn't the right time. When this was happening, this wasn't the right time. Like, yeah, I do admit that was definitely really repetitive. I guess when you want to just kind of remind young readers, it's geared toward its young readers, so they probably want kind of a little bit of a reminder of things. There's a lot of interesting stuff that was kind of added to it, so to speak. Like, you know, Harry Potter was going to go and visit Nearly Headless Nick to see about if it's possible for Sirius to come back as a ghost, and it said it's not possible because of some kind of whatever thing. He doesn't have the answers to it in life. And then that was definitely cut out of the movie, which I think that makes valid sense that was cut out for the movie because it's a very kind of out of place scene. It's like, oh yeah, I have this thought all of a sudden, and then it's just kind of this dialogue with Nearly Headless Nick, and then just kind of, you know, everybody fucks off. And that's it. But no, instead it cuts straight to Luna. So they had the Luna scene thing. You don't want to be just dragging things on for ages. So I get it. I get the ending with that in the movie, how they did it. And I also get to, like, they cut out the big scene about, Harry's Dumbledore army thing. And how they, like, turn Malfoy's gang into slugs and whatever. Counter jinxes. And then it was, like, the whole thing with Moody and all them talking to Uncle Vernon and all them. And Aunt Petunia. I guess that makes sense that it was cut out too. Like, I can understand some of the stuff that was cut out, like a lot of Harry's mood stuff. Like, I know that was like definitely a hint about Voldemort and whatever controlling him, but still, there was too much of that. You know, I get it, but man, just pissy up the ass. I mean, it was probably just as numerous as like Hermione talking about spew in the last book. It's like, damn. No, your points, you ruined it. Oh wow, fuck it. I do this for fun usually. A little bit of competition, but mostly fun. Oh baby. Oh stopwatch. Oh baby. Oh baby, come on. I think the luck fit's what's causing it. Giving me that luck. Alright, I think that's pretty good. So yeah, I mean, yeah, you had scenes like that I could definitely see that. I fucked that up. That definitely should be taken out. I mean, there's definitely no Winky in there for this movie and the last movie. Which I can kind of see that. Winky was just kind of, yeah, she was kind of the main focus of finding this and that or whatever in the last book to some extent. And then Winky became an alcoholic. Like, not for, like for real, like, talking about butterbeer, but the butterbeer had technically a little bit of alcohol in it, so. Canon-wise, it is. It's true. Oh my goodness gracious. But yeah, taking the thing out about Umbridge, the one responsible for sending the Dementors. Like, I don't know why take it out like that. Leave it out completely. I don't know what the direction is with leaving that detail out. Because it just shows like she was behind manipulating the whole thing behind the scenes with trying to get, try to put a stop to Harry. Because it, you know, shows a deeper thing going on with Umbridge, trying to get him in trouble, and also shows too that the Ministry was trying to silence Harry Potter, whatever is deemed necessary to, cover up about Voldemort coming back, because this whole complexity of things was happening. Now, I'll let the little interview thing slide, because it's like in the, so in the book, he was being interviewed by Rita Skeeter, and sent the interview to the Quibbler or whatever, and those prints were coming out. So that was all taken out, which I can kind of see that. It gets a little complicated. And then later it shows up that it was in the Daily Prophet, which was sold off by Luna Lovegood's, like, father or something. Which, I mean, yeah, I'll let him slide with that, because that's just, like, a bunch of, like, little details that you don't really necessarily have to make it exactly correct, because that's a lot of time. I could... Oh, look at this, baby. Oh, baby. So I definitely see it in that angle about certain things being taken out. But, like I said, the whole Umbridge thing being taken out about admitting about saying the Dementors after Harry, like... See, I hadn't read the book in ages. I watched the movie, like, again, like a month or two ago. Actually, about a couple months ago. Totally forgot that the whole thing about... I mean, I didn't see any reference about Umbridge sending them. But it's been so long since I read the book, I totally forgot that Umbridge sent them. I'm like, son of a bitch, you know? It also illustrates, too, if they would have kept that, like, in the movie. like how truly evil she was, because she was also physically abusive with kids and getting in their heads and stuff like that. This really fucked up shit. Shows more evil than what's depicted. It's just kind of like with Harry Potter 1 and I think 2. Shows how more abusive Uncle Vernon and Aunt Petunia is with Harry than what's depicted in the books. Movies, I mean. I guess you're trying to get that, you know, PG rating, right? So you just gotta cut a lot of that stuff out. They had a weird scene, too, in the book about, like, one of the Death Eaters somehow got their head in some kind of a jar, magical jar thing, and it reversed their age of their head to, like, a baby. And some other weird shit. Like, that's some weird fucking shit. I'm glad that wasn't in the movie. Like, that part. And then I noticed in the book, it's different from the movie. I was reading something more about that afterwards. Evidently, what's his name? Sirius Black in the book was hit by like a red jinx thing from Beatrix, and that knocked him into this the Veil of Death or whatever the hell it's called. And then I seen in the clip that Beatrix shot him with a killing curse or whatever, which he didn't really react immediately and fell in the veil. And I was reading about it, it's like, yeah, the audience is not going to understand, like, with him being hit with the jinx and falling into the thing, that he actually died. Because they're going to think, like, okay, he fell in the veil thing, so that means it's some kind of a portal, he might come back or whatever. Which is kind of funny because, while in the book, it explicitly explains that he's not going to come back out of it. And you can just explain away kind of that. No, that was going to confuse the audience. Well, maybe they should be reading the books. Because I forgot about the books, so that doesn't help either. Me forgetting about things. Me forgets! Another thing, too, that kind of left out. Maybe it kind of makes sense, too. Hagrid's half-brother or whatever. I don't want that thing. Grop? Grop? Yeah. Like, I thought he just disappeared and got killed or whatever from the centaurs. But, again, I keep forgetting about all these details until I read this recently. It's like, oh! So he's still alive and somewhere out there in the Forbidden Forest, and Hagrid still, like, has contact with him. I kind of have an itching suspicion that he's supposed to be showing up either the next book or the book after. For the fight of everything going on. The Wizarding War. Someone was telling me, like, too, kind of hinting, like, wait until you read the last book and see how much they've taken out from the Deathly Hallows movies. I was like, oh, I bet there's some stuff missing. I've already found quite a bit here and there with it. Oh my fucking... Oh my god, there's a book. There's a freaking book. I might as well actually just take this with me, I guess.
Speed.
Alright, we got less than 3 minutes to get the boss rush, so... Might be a good boss rush book thing to use. And the whole guap thing, like... Oh yeah, can you teach him English? Like, Hagrid's words and all that. It's just like, oh yeah, teach him English. Give him company. He doesn't need food and water. Somehow he doesn't need water. Okay. Alright, Hagrid! Yeah, it's just weird. The whole thing's weird. It's an interesting book. Now I'm gonna go and read the one after that. Half-Blood Prince, which I've never finished that Harry Potter book. So it's gonna be interesting. going back and then discovering things that was probably more likely got cut out in Half-Blood Prince, a movie that I least liked. Conehead! You guys remember Coneheads? Like, I never really watched it on television, but I remember kind of vaguely reruns. Yeah, we'll get that. Fuck it. Better hurry. Butt penny, huh? I didn't expect that shit. Coneheads. I actually got around watching the movie last year, the year before. I don't know if I've ever seen it or not, but Coneheads. It's no, I did. Well, no, I probably would have seen it maybe when I was a kid. I have just no recollection, but I watched it like last year or something. And I didn't care for it. I just watched it because it's like, you know, it's one of those 90s things. People, you know, Hollywood was experimenting weird movies. You know, this is actually going to be the better option here. It won't take away our brimstone. Except maybe the one-shots, those. Which I would think that, like, I would have got brimstone shots like that. What kind of familiars are we... Oh, yeah, we got... Yeah. Oops. I don't know. It just... There's always some Harry Potter stuff going on, huh? Well, this next book should be a lot shorter. 30 chapters, I seen. Which I'm actually surprised it's 30 chapters. And then I think... Deathly Hallows is like... a little bit more, but not as much as, like I said, for the book I just read, so... Oh, I need to be popping this damn thing. What am I doing? Fruity Plum cereal, get him! Trying to throw spiders at me, huh? Spiders are on my side. Hard to believe, like, I mean, I was gonna say it's gonna be hard to believe that I read these books so quickly, but I have to remind myself they're children's books, not children's books, adolescent books or whatever. So they're not difficult reads. It's been kind of taking my sweet time with them, though. So, I mean, I could probably get them done like far quicker, but you know, I've got things to do, so I can't really read all the time. Another one of these malls, huh? Get him, Plum! Frick him up, Plum! Show me boss, Plummy! We're going to Mom's Heart, so it's going to be a very short one. Holy these familiars are just fucking them up because I've got BFF and so many of these guys. Assist me in the fight of a lifetime. Ice cream scoopers. Ice cream scoops. Scooping up the ice cream. Down we go. And the prophecy thing. Yeah, that was interesting too. Oh, what's the prophecy? See, I forgot the whole damn thing about what the prophecy was exactly when I read it when I was a teen or whatever. That didn't hurt me? What the hell? Interesting. Maybe there's a chance it won't hurt me? Or Conehead might have, like, saved me. That's how it works. Oh, I might have fucked that up. Nope, I did not. Okay.
Something's wrong. Speed up.
Okay, whatever. Little haunt! Haunting my dreams. Now we don't need any more items at this point. Oh, perks though. I'll take perks with me. Perks is pretty good. Use that for the mom fight or whatever, so I can minimize my damage taken. I mean, not to survive. I mean, I'm gonna be fine, but just call it lucky, I suppose. Eh. Yep, sirs. Just in time for, like, getting some stuff done tomorrow and whatever, finishing the book and be like, alright, got that done. Now onward! Half-Blood Prince, which I'll start reading tomorrow. Be like, alright, here we go. Half-Blood Prince, oh, Sci-Fly, the only good fly out of the whole bunch. Other flies can't compete. Almost grabbed that. Well, I guess it wouldn't matter, right? If I get red heart damage or something. I'm not really going for devil deals too much here. This run's going to be just kind of one and done, right? Side note, I had a hamburger and a omelet today. And I seen that the hamburger had an option to add ghost pepper or whatever. I just kind of asked him, and I typically, you know, thought this too before I asked him, is like, surely they won't be like giving me something that is gonna be super hot for this ghost pepper variant. They're not gonna just be like having some wildly hot thing on this menu at this casual restaurant. And sure enough, he said, oh yeah, it's not that hot. And I tried it. Yep. Couldn't even taste like much of the heat. Not even close. Like it was just... I picked that up accidentally, but you know what? It don't matter. Why did I pick up an item, those items, if I just said I shouldn't? I wasn't. I forgot. I'm preoccupied here. Well, obviously you are. Well, succubus. It was pretty good. Hamburger seemed like it was a little bit more charred than it should be, but eating with someone, I was like, because they're asking me, like, how do I want my hamburger cooked? I'm like, what? I didn't really have an answer on the spot immediately, and someone's like, do it well done. Da, da, da. I did, and I regretted it. It was too cooked. It was too overcooked. Like it was kind of burnt or something. I was like, no, this is not what I wanted. Are you supposed to have like medium well or something like that? My goof, whatever. I mean, it was pretty decent nonetheless. And I had an omelet to go with it too, and the omelet wasn't bad. It wasn't bad. Shit. It was not bad. It was good. It was a good omelet. It had like meat and other stuff in it. Meat, cheeses, and all sorts of tasties. Just added in the familiars. Oh no, we lost our black heart. I guess I lose. Well, I don't know what the score is going to be like today. I mean, I did kind of spend a bunch of money in that one room, and I did play the blood bank. I did take some items I shouldn't have taken. So that might make a difference of points. Plus, I'm playing much later in the reset time. So I'm not like right up there to start it the instant it comes out and go as fast as I can with all the bonuses and win, you know. Win. Okay. Cool. There's a tenor rock there I'm aware of, but I can't get to it. All right, near 99 cents too. That's not terrible either. So I'll be popping the perks in here just to kind of slow the bleeding, not get as much damage done to me, so I can retain a little bit more points in case I do get hit, which it just didn't happen apparently, and that's something. All right, what is the damage here? 96th place. That's not terrible. That's top 100. Could be better if I didn't take some items and all that other fun stuff, I guess. All right, well, 74,000, huh? Okay. 64,000, 50,000. Oh, I don't know. What was mine again? 28,000. I mean, I don't know. Like, it's hard to just determine about those scores, what's legit or not. But anyways, thanks for watching. Like and subscribe, and I'll see you guys next time.